Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Played into space. And here's the chance to counter. Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. Cruyff. Irwin. Gerrard.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's fabulous. And it's played into the middle. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. That'll be a throw-in. Cruyff, and it's Roberto Carlos. Rangers looking to pass their way through. Xavi. Kaká. That's an imaginative pass. Looking for the run. No, that's been intercepted. Tries to play it through. Shevchenko might just make this. And it's Kaká. Now it's Mbappe. Cocu.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but...
Voila! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Looking for a runner. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Kaká. Not the most accurate pass. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Not the most convincing of passes. Irwin. Baresi. And Gabriel. And it's Maldini. Maldini. And it's Xavi. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's been caught. Shot, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, they could break here.
Paris Saint-Germain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, shooting chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Paris Saint-Germain really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Xavi. And it's Arda Güler. Neatly clipped into space. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Nice looking ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get it through? Gerrard. Ibrahimovic. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Gabriel. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Mbappe. Can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Number 21.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Plays it through. Great vision. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
1 minute at a time.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Gerrard plays the game a step ahead of almost... And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Paris Saint-Germain can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Threads one in. And he's taking no chances there. And the cross comes in. No, that's been intercepted. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's clever. And that has been clubbed away. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Goulet. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. Pelé has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Goulet is in a really good position out wide. Van Dijk with the slide tackle there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That's a simple one for the keeper. Irwin. Can he get on the end of this? Vieira gets over and intercepts.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
That has been cut short. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Goulet. Thinks one through. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's been cut out, well played. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Substitution for Rangers. Number 9, Ibrahimovic. Number 20, Gerrard.
And it's Arda Güler.
Van Dijk.
It's a searching pass.
Coming on the field.
Can he latch on to this?
11, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 17, Gullit. Number 23, Lilian Thuram.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. Koku promptly onto that, and that is that. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Paris Saint-Germain leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here.
And the score is 1-0.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Irwin. Ball played for Koku. Xavi. Goulet. Foot in. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Cruyff. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Shevchenko. And here's Kaka. Irwin. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
That's good vision. Well, that's well spotted. Maldini. Paris Saint-Germain, moments now away from seeing this one out.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Cruyff. Oh, he's been caught on it here. An instinctive delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. And that is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Mbappe claiming the man of the match award. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Manchester United.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Costa Curta, making himself the star of this show.
Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering I still remember covering his first game, with you in fact. He really has come an awful long way, hasn't he?
And here's Maradona. And it's Scholes. And here's Bernardo Silva. Foot in.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And a chance! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's a good foot in there.
Tries to pass it through. Looks across and plays it in.
Cannavaro.
Clears it away. Chance here to counter.
Scholes. Gerrard. Bernardo Silva. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here.
Not the most accurate pass.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Bale.
Might be danger here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe is onto this. Cafu. Manchester United were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Bernardo Silva is the team's great visionary. Beckenbauer, and it's Roberto Carlos.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Kaká, and it's made it, takes a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Cafu, Maradona. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Scholes. And this is Bernardo Silva. Aimed beyond the defence. It's played through for him.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Costa Curta. Cafu. And it's Gerrard. Scholes. 30 minutes gone. And here's Maradona. Knocks it into space. Costa Curta makes the interception. Roberto Carlos, who's set up one goal so far. And here's Mbappe. Scholes. And here's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Scholes.
Paris Paris Saint-Germain certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
It's Bernardo Silva. And it's Maradona. Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Mbappe, he's found the way through. Can he get it through? Cross from Irwin. And that has been cleared. Roberto Carlos. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Beckenbauer. Gerrard. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And this is Gerrard. Roberto Carlos. And this is Drogba. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Paris Saint-Germain really could have done without this. To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? Paris Saint-Germain clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Cafu tries to play it through. Maradona. Great vision. Cafu gets into some space. He's got full. Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's trying to hit the front line here. Bale.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Roberto Carlos.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Costa Curta. Cafu. Now it's Scholes. Oh, well measured. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind...
Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Costa Curta. And it's Scholes. Scholes. Gerrard. Now it's Maradona. Beckenbauer.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Gabriel. Played back to the goalkeeper. Stood up well to him there. Scholes. Now it's Drogba. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Drogba must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
Cafu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what has happened here? It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one.
And it's Neymar. Strong running down that left flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe, and the finish!
Cleared without complication.
Gerrard. And this is Drogba. He's come in hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Kaká. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Scholes. Now, can they get him away? There's no flag. He has found the way through. Chance for a shot! And he's missed it.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 20, Bale. Le numéro 19, Neymar. À leur place, le numéro 11, le numéro 18.
Manchester United are making a change now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Cafu. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Costa Curta. Kaká. Can he get on the end of this? This is Shevchenko. Big and he shoots! It's in! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
And that will be it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner.
Mbappe! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that's got him off to a flyer.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Vardiol.
Hazard. And he shoots! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Portugal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter, just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw.
And he's had a hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it. Gusto.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. João Neves. Pirlo gets a foot in here. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Shevchenko. He's through, now is he in? And Shevchenko! Just swings wide.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all. Gusto.
Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross in, looks a mighty effort! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. And Shevchenko. Shot, surely! Gusto can get it. Messi! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they're back in front. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Après 27 minutes de jeu, le le numéro 10.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, you rarely see atmosphere like this. The River folks certainly have lived up to their reputation in their noisy, boisterous, colourful, near mesmeric display.
And already we're underway here.
Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Maldini. Goulart going face-to-face with his great rival.
Out to the left it goes.
Donatoni.
Roberto Carlos.
Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nicely weighted ball. And it's Luis Suarez! Oh, it's come loose.
It's a good run, that. Great timing.
Gerrard.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Gabriel. Oh, good-looking ball. Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Saka. Takes the shot!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
No goals as yet. And it's Kaka. And this is Luis Suarez.
Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Saka.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Tries to play it through. Kukçu.
River Plate clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
There's a sharp little ball here. Cross in.
Now, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick.
And that's a dangerous ball. Goulart is always scanning the pitch for targets. Odo. And it's Arda Goulart.
There they go, hunting in packs.
Rooney.
And it's Roberto Carlos.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Rodri. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Suarez looks to get on the end of this.
And they can counter here.
No, that's been intercepted.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Rooney. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Played out to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, well cut out. Gerrard! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cocu. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Played back in. That's an excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Saka. Spread out to the left. Donatoni. Played into the middle. Oh, what a climb! And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the action is back on the way.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And it's Otto. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Spread neatly. He's in space and looking for options. And he's well positioned here. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Knocks it into space. And that's gone loose. Kukçu. Roberto Carlos. Great vision. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, smashing header! What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little in...
Shot, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Kaká! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Donatoni. Strong running down that left flank. He can run onto that. And he's straight offside.
Cambio en el River Plate. Número 10.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Entran número 23.
So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
They get a throw in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. That's That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a decent chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
River Plate certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now Kaká. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Kaká. Over to the left. Now it's Donatoni. Opts for safety. Gerrard can see things others simply cannot. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Always onto this.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Se está realizando un cambio.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Otto is there, and he can pick it up. Can he get it through? It's a threatening... takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, that's fabulous. Crosses it in. And he's quick to get it clear again. He's had it taken off him. Oh, nice touch. Kokchu. Donatoni. Paris Saint-Germain are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Kaká! Oh, that could cost them.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
Gerrard. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That was lovely, that. River Plate nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Messi. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. And here's Shevchenko. Now that shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
He rises! That's a half-decent try. Maldini. Donatoni. Mbappe. Kaká. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second-half goal.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.